Claire and I had been married for 7 years. People used to call us the perfect couple. We met in college, worked our way up from nothing, bought a house together, and built the kind of life our younger selves had only dreamed of. At least that's what I thought, but over the last year, things began to shift. She stayed late at work more often, claimed to be too tired for intimacy, and seemed glued to her phone. When I'd ask who she was texting, she'd laugh it off. Just work friends. I wanted to believe her. I told myself she was stressed, that maybe I wasn't paying her enough attention. Then came the night everything cracked. I got home earlier than usual, expecting Claire to be there. Instead, her car was in the driveway, but the house was quiet. On the counter were her keys, and on the hall table, her phone charging unlocked. My gut twisted. I don't snoop, I never have, but something about that moment felt different. I picked it up. The first thing I saw was a text from someone named Eric. "Last night was amazing. Can't wait for round 2. Then Claire's reply, "Me too." After midnight, I just stood there staring. It felt like the floor gave way beneath me. My ears rang, my throat tightened, and suddenly I wasn't sure if I wanted to scream, cry, or just sit in silence forever. But I didn't do any of those things. I put the phone down, went to the kitchen, and poured myself a drink. And that's when the anger started to replace the shock. The next morning, I confronted her casually. "How was work last night?" She didn't flinch. "Busy, exhausting." She kissed me on the cheek and smiled, like nothing was wrong. That smile told me everything. She thought she was untouchable. Instead of confronting her with the texts, I decided to go deeper. I needed more than messages, something undeniable, something she couldn't talk her way out of. So I hired a private investigator. For 2 weeks, I lived with a pit in my stomach while waiting for updates. When the PI finally called, his words were sharp and final. "She's seeing him, regularly, hotels, dinners, long nights. You'll have everything in a few days." When the file arrived, it was worse than I imagined. Photos of Claire and Eric at restaurants, kissing in parking lots, holding hands in broad daylight. Receipts from hotels with times that lined up with the messages I'd seen. Even grainy shots of them entering a hotel room together at midnight and leaving the next morning. My heart broke with every page, but my anger hardened into resolve. She had played me for a fool, and I wasn't going to let her wiggle out of it with fake tears and half-truths. If she wanted to betray me, she was going to face the truth in front of the people who mattered most. I planned a dinner party. I invited her sister, my mother, and a few close friends, the kind who had been with us through college, our wedding, and all the milestones in between.
Claire thought it was just a casual get-together.
She even bought a new dress, humming while she got ready, completely unaware that the night would end with her world in ruins. Dinner started normally. We laughed, ate, shared stories. Claire poured wine and played the gracious hostess, smiling at everyone. I almost felt guilty knowing what was coming. Almost. When dessert plates were cleared, I stood up. "Before we finish the night, there's something I need to share with everyone." Claire looked at me, confused but curious. I dimmed the lights and turned on the projector I'd set up earlier. The first few slides were innocent. Pictures from our vacations, family gatherings, happy moments. People smiled, relaxed. Claire even laughed. Then I clicked to the next folder, Evidence. The screen filled with a time-stamped photo of Claire and Eric holding hands across a restaurant table. Then another, the two of them kissing in a dimly lit bar. Then hotel receipts. Then the shot of them entering a hotel room together just past midnight. The room went dead silent. Claire's face drained of color. "Mike, please stop!" Her voice cracked, but I didn't stop. I clicked through every piece of evidence. Each photo, each receipt, each message was another nail in the coffin of her lies. When the final image disappeared, Claire collapsed into her chair, sobbing uncontrollably. Her sister covered her mouth in shock. My mother shook her head slowly, disappointment etched into every line of her face. Our friends looked anywhere but at her, embarrassed to be witnesses to her shame. When the silence became unbearable, I finally spoke. "For months I thought I was crazy. I thought maybe I wasn't enough. But tonight everyone sees the truth. Claire, you didn't just betray me. You betrayed the life we built, the trust we had, and the family who believed in us." I pulled a manila envelope from my bag and dropped it on the table. Inside were divorce papers already signed by me, Her sobs grew louder. Mike, please! It was a mistake. We can fix this.
I love you, I shook my head.
No, you love the thrill. You love sneaking around, but you don't love me. And I won't let you waste any more of my time. The fallout was swift. Eric's wife found out. Apparently, he had a family of his own. She filed for divorce immediately. Eric ghosted Claire within days, leaving her alone and humiliated. Claire tried to call me, text me, beg for another chance. I blocked her everywhere. She even showed up at my mother's house once, sobbing at the door, but Mom told her coldly, "You made your bed. Now lie in it." Word spread quickly among friends and coworkers. Some pitied her, others judged her. But no one respected her anymore. As for me, I felt a strange sense of peace. Pain, yes. Betrayal, yes. But also closure. By exposing her in front of the people closest to us, I made sure there was no gaslighting, no rewriting the story, no second chances. The truth was undeniable and she couldn't escape it. Months later, the divorce was finalized. I kept the house, most of the savings, and most importantly, my dignity. Claire moved into a small apartment across town. I heard she struggled to find steady work, her reputation stained by whispers of what happened. Every now and then, someone asks if I regret the way I exposed her. My answer is always the same, no. She collapsed when she saw my revenge because she realized in that moment that she had lost everything, her marriage, her image, her safety net. And me? I walked away knowing I hadn't just been a victim. I had taken control, drawn a line, and ended it on my terms. She'll live with that night forever.